On December 27, Russia said its forces had captured the town of Kosovtsevo in the Zaporizhzhia region, presenting the move as part of continued offensive progress in the south. A statement from the Russian Defense Ministry credited the advance to the Vostok group of forces, which Moscow says has been pushing deeper into Ukrainian positions in that sector. News of Russia's claimed gain came ahead of a scheduled meeting between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and US President Donald Trump to discuss a possible peace framework. Russian Ministry of Defense statement read, and I quote, "The Vostok Group's units continued to advance to the depths of the enemy's defense and, as a result of decisive actions, liberated the settlement of Kosovtsevo in Zaporizhzhia region." At the same time, Ukraine announced that its troops had liberated 5 towns in the Dnipropetrovsk region, countering Russian narratives of one-sided progress. United 24 media and other outlets reported that the offensive to free these areas took more than 100 days of continuous fighting against entrenched Russian units. The villages of Orestopil, Novoselivka, Sosnivka, Korosh and Voron were recaptured by Ukrainian forces during the operation, according to Ukrainian military statements. The assault was led by the 225th Separate Assault Regiment, with support from units of the 20th Army Corps, which helped hold positions and conduct counterattacks throughout the campaign. Russia's reported advance in Zaporizhzhia coincided with a massive overnight aerial attack on Kyiv, which Ukrainian officials described as one of the largest recent strikes on the capital. Russian forces launched the barrage on the night of December 26, with explosions heard across Kyiv as air raid sirens sounded and air defenses engaged multiple incoming targets. Ukraine's Air Force said the capital came under attack from a mix of Kinzhal hypersonic missiles, Iskander ballistic missiles and Kalibr cruise missiles, along with swarms of drones. Officials reported that Russia used both missiles and one-way attack drones in the strike package, forcing Ukrainian air defenses to engage targets over several hours. The Russian Defense Ministry later issued a statement framing the Kyiv strikes as a response to what it called Ukrainian terror attacks inside Russia. Russian Ministry of Defense statement read, and I quote, "In response to the terrorist attacks launched by Ukraine against civilian facilities in the Russian Federation from 20 to December 26, 2025, the Russian armed forces carried out 1 massive and 5 group strikes, including by Kinzhal hypersonic air-launched ballistic missiles. They hit enterprises of the Ukrainian defense industry, energy facilities providing them with work, transport, airfield, port and depot infrastructure used for the benefit of the armed forces of Ukraine, assembly facilities, storage areas of long-range strike unmanned aerial vehicles, fuel and military equipment depots, as well as temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries." In the days before the barrage, Moscow had been hit by 2 major explosions that Russian investigators say were likely carried out by Ukrainian operatives. On December 24, 3 people, including 2 traffic police officers, were killed in a car blast in Moscow, the latest in a string of bomb attacks in the Russian capital. That explosion occurred near the same location where Lieutenant General Sarvarov was killed on December 22 when a bomb detonated beneath his car. Russian investigators say they believe Ukrainian special services were behind the device that destroyed Sarvarov's vehicle, linking his killing to a broader campaign of targeted attacks on senior officers.